Alright guys, so we had done the Ogress and the Battle of Awashi Bridge. Don't forget to do your Twilight missions. I know we've already done this one, but get that Umbra site for that day. Don't miss out. It's the only way to get it as of right now without getting divine weapons and breaking them down. And you're not going to get those till you beat the game, so. Merida. Oh, okay. Spider Nest Castle. There are rumors of strange creatures attacking travelers on Shikazan. If they truly are yokai, Master Anjin's presence would be a great reassurance. Lord Tori, I would personally determine whether or not Master Anjin is worthy of our trust. What do you say, Mr. Anjin? Will you help? So that guy's the Red Oni of Ei, I think. Shikasan Castle was once home to Matsunaga Hishihide, the man who chose to revolt against Oda Nobunaga. Seemingly out of nowhere, Oda responded by waging one of the bloodiest and most horrific sieges in history. Now the castle lies in ruins. The grudges of those who lost their lives there, the hunger and thirst its fallen soldiers suffered, the resentment that they harbored towards those who deserted them, the suspicion they felt, wondering which of their comrades had betrayed them, have attracted all manner of vile yokai. And this one is actually a pretty decent mission. There's a lot of secret underground paths, a lot of twists and turns, a lot of stuff to do. That being said, if you don't like spiders, the name is Spider Nest Castle. And I did happen to pick up a handy little charm in the last level I did. So I will be swapping every now and then, once I clear out the area, to my Kodama Sense. And what that does is it shows the green guys on the map. You see the green dot. You see I have a treasure sense equipped. And you also see there's an archer right there. But treasure sense is blue, Kodama sense is green. So I'm going to put my throwing weapon damage back on for right now. 11 points. 11 points. 12 points. Okay, I need to move those to storage sometime. But as you can see, we got a yokai right here. That was clearly an ambush. So there's treasure in here, as we can see by the blue stuff. So always go through your equipment, because I have a bad habit of just sitting on my equipment and not using it until it's, and I'm like, oh, that would have been so useful. I am going to equip that real quick. Is there a Kodama nearby? There is not. There's 9 Kodamas in this mission. But I unlocked those because I wanted a quick menu to know. Spiders will pop out of these eggs on occasion. See, there's one there. Kind of creepy. They're more like Amarita bugs than spiders. But I unlocked those so I can find my equipment easier. But after I clear out each section, I'm probably going to throw Kodama Sense on there. But as you see, they do get larger. They're not really worth using your ninjutsu tools and stuff on, just because we can easily take them out. Now the giant ones, however. Got a little bit of dialogue from our yokai cat. There's an item here, rifle ammo. It's always good. There are larger enemies and spiders and things. So just be careful. As you can see, there's a Kodama there. Hey. Hey. I'm gonna die. That was rude. I wasn't even up the ladder yet, and he was already messing me up. Rude. Do I have Oasis Talisman on? I do not. That's okay. We're just gonna heal, but yeah, see there's a Kodama right there. If I do equip the Kodama sense, you see he appears as a green dot in my radar. So, I do lose out on the throwing weapon damage though, so. You can see there's a large spider here. Pretty interesting, right? There was a spider that we couldn't see. There we go. Spider we couldn't see over here. Just be careful walking through these eggs, because you never know which ones actually have spiders in them. Invisibility still works pretty good. Actually, there should be one right up here, yes, or two, that we completely missed. But why I came up here is there's an item up here as well as there's a shortcut. A great spear, nice. So we won't be able to get that shortcut until we reach the other side over here. But there is a ladder on this rooftop that you pretty much just run straight to. But as you can see, there's a giant spider over there on the wall. Well, there's one that's even bigger than that. It is... How much bigger, you ask? Almost double that size, probably. Trying to find the ladder. I was pretty sure that there was a ladder here. Oh, yeah, here it is. So you can go ahead and shoot this. And yeah, that's quite a bit larger. But I mean, you can play it smart. You don't have to make things hard. That's actually part of a quest, actually. The Haguru fragments, or Horag... So we have to go that way. But here's our next shrine. So that item we just picked up is a key item. And it's a Hiragumo fragment. And I think there's... So this is a piece of Matsunaga Danjo that revolted against the Oda Nobunaga. And then, so there's a couple fragments. Each giant spider has one. This area over here, I don't think we have to pass through. the same time, we might. Oh, I thought I had you. Huh. He was really passive. I really thought he was dead. Or that was the third spider that came down. So I'm gonna take a look around with my Kodama sense real quick. Is there anything near us? There's the shrine. I don't think there was anything here, but once you kill the big spider, they're dead. They don't. And I guess they're not going to get much bigger than that spider, but they do get larger. So. I mean, the last spider in the level's bigger than that, but... Hey, a rolling ball. I wonder who that's for. Might as well bring this guy down. So he's an earth elemental. So I'm just gonna get back now and let Burn do some of this. But yeah, he's an earth guy. As you can see, there's also an archer up here. But this level's built kind of backwards. And... yeah. Just a little bit backwards. I can hear one of those dudes playing the possessed instrument. Now, how to get over there, I do actually forget. I know there's stuff over there. I know there's a way over there. I know there's items over there, I just forget how to get there. It might come back to me, though. We're not going to rest at the shrine, because I don't want to deal with Earth Elemental again. But we will be going down here next. I know there's a way over there. I know there is. I'll probably remember as we get later through the level. It'll probably be a drop down. Okay, we outranged him. I think he's around the corner here, if I'm not mistaken. Might be a dude up here as well. Alright. But you want to be ready. I think there's a summon dude over here. This you need a key to go over there. There's a door that requires a key. There's also a shrine on the other side. There's a Kodama in here as well. So we're going to put on our damage. And then we're going to light this dude up. If these guys hit you with their spider thing, it slows you down. That's what that does. Little Kodama, where are you? He might be on the roof. I think he's on the roof. Oh, no, here he is. But next we do have to go down this way because the roof that room is locked over there. We'll create a shortcut right here back to the last shrine that we were just at. We'll open the door from that side and then we can clear out here. And then that'll give us the key to go back over here. We're just gonna drop down in here. There is a spider right there. A very large spider. So as you can see, there's the next giant spider there. And there's a good sized one right here. But let's go ahead and open the shortcut real quick. I'm not expecting to die, but you never know. So, there's the shrine. If we die, we'll be right here. Should be something in here. Okay, is there Kodama around? There's one over here. You're on the roof, aren't you? Yeah, you're on the roof. Okay. So we can go around and drop down on the roof to get him. But we might do that when we come back. Then again, we might just go get him real quick. But yeah, Kodama on the roof. I'll try to just run through and get him real quick. I think I didn't hit the shrine, so everything up there should be dead still. Yeah. Yeah, everything up here is dead, so we're good. But the Kodama sense is kind of a blessing. I just like, if you're really trying to get all the stuff, then it's pretty much a really, really nice skill to have. Is that the one? So we can always quick change scroll right here, just in case. Giant spider. So there's another fragment right there. Oh, you see I got hit, now I got slow. You can't open this door from this side, though. Can you? You can. Okay. I didn't remember if you could or not. I know there's a path down here you can go. We can clear this out real quick. Okay, get a treasure. There is a giant spider over here. I think there's also yokai in here. You can also get a skill called Enemy Sense. That is great. Ow. Got hung up on that oven thing right here. So be careful, that can happen. A lot of people just try to run and grab the treasure. It doesn't really work out all that well. But we can go through here. Check for kodamas. There's one over here on this side. Okay. I don't really want to sacrifice my throwing weapon damage, just because it can be such a good thing to have. It's extra damage, so. These spiders are huge. A monster yokai around here. There's the shortcut door, one of them. There's a healing spring over there, by the way. So here's the other door. So if you want to sneak around a little bit, just come through the door and go this way. Now I think there's a dude with one of those possessed dudes in here. Possessed monk. That you can fall down, I believe. Trying to remember if it's worth it to fall down, though. But there are a few things we can still do around here. We're definitely going to want to get this guy's attention over here. Because you don't really want to be fighting him. So this one we should be able to take out. Okay, we got the ninja yokai down, so he's not going to respawn. Okay, so there's the key to the castle gates. There should be a nice kodama around here, but if you need a free health spring, this has the regeneration status on it for a little bit. Trying to find my way around this here. How did we go? How did we get around? It says there's a kodama there. If we get on the roof. Or if we go around the side of the building, that would make sense. That would make sense, actually. But I definitely want to round up all the Kodamas I can. Might be an enemy or two around here, just be careful. There's the Kodama. Okay. Nice. Got a rare medicine that is a full heal. So we might as well go level up. And then since we've already cleared out this whole section, we can drop down that hole. And we'll have full ninja tools, and then we'll go down there. I know there's stuff down that way too. But that's optional. You don't have to if you don't want to. I'm just trying to show you everything that I can. Alright, so I love that Super Scroll, just casually just sneaking on past. Just like, nope, nothing to see here. Literally. There's a Kodama in here. That's the Kodama Shrine, actually. I think. Unless he's behind the building. No, that's the shrine. Okay. Get our throwing damage back on. Kodama Sense. And it also has Kodama Sense. Nice. Alright, so down we go. So, as you can see, if you move, there's spiders ready to ambush you. So, be careful. Okay, got two of them. I think there is a fragment down here, is why I made it a point to come down here. But this piece of loot, there's one piece of loot you can only get from this side. I believe. There's gonna be another creepy crawly spider over here. Yeah. So, yeah, watch your ceiling. Yeah, there's a giant spider over here. And then there's also a giant yokai over here. So there's that. Uh-oh. And let me let you out. As you can see, slow is a rather inconvenient status. Well, that one's done. So... this might be the way out. Certainly looks that way. It is, yes. We're gonna go farther in here. Ooh. And that was me not checking my corners and the ceiling. But you know what? That's fine. Because we got the shortcut. And that gives me a chance to show you the other way in here anyway, so... but we're just going to drop straight back down this hole, and then clear out the other area from behind. Yep. Yeah, it was this way. Yep, and I should have actually saw that. There's our spirit. But, whoops. Accidentally broke an egg. But yeah, this one you can only get from this side. So you can see there's kind of a path down there. Nope. I saw you. And these guys are everywhere. So there's a second half of the cave, and it's separated by this, which you unfortunately can't just go through. This way was the way out. Because this takes us up top. And this is where we came from. This is how you get to the first area. Alright, I see you. Yeah. Okay, so you're probably wondering what I'm babbling about, and you remember the area we couldn't get to? Well, now we can, because here's the shortcut. Take the ladder, please. Okay. Mr. Spider, if you want to fight, come over here. I'm not going to fight you in an archer. Not at the same time. Ow. Dude, stop. Not cool, man. So, as you can see, there's an alcove there that does have an enemy in it, and he does have a bow, so... I think it's a spider, actually. Out now, it's that dude. But yeah, ambush. And then this, I think, is an NPC. Yeah, Zach. That's a level 50. Yeah, a level 50 Revenant. Well, let's check for Kodamas while we're here. Yeah, looks like we're all good. There was an item over here that we saw from a distance. So you can already probably hear that they have a, possessed monk up here. And you can see him. There he is. So that just saved us a little bit of trouble there. But there's a couple NPC revenants here. spider over there. You can probably see him pretty well. See, there's another one up there. I think the Kodama is in here. In the stable. There's one somewhere up here, I believe. Yeah, he's over here. My bad. Okay, so let's put on our damage again. It's a long level, isn't it? So there's nothing more we can do on that side. You can walk all the way around if you want, or you can just use a travel amulet, which, I mean, if you got them, you might as well. So, instantly restores all your tools, puts you right back at the shrine, you don't lose a thing. So there is one more fragment, or two more fragments. But we're going to go down here, because I want to show you guys what's down here too, because there's treasure and things you could potentially miss out on. This door, I believe, opens from the other side as well. Yeah. But there, as you can see, there's another spider on the wall over there. But this takes you down onto the other side of the cave. If I'm not mistaken, yeah. There we go. Get that Nioh out of here. But that's the end of the level over here, actually. Right up there in that. But yeah, it's living up to its name of Spider Nest, isn't it? Ow. There we go. Might be a Kodama in here. We can double check. But yeah, there is. So I highly recommend, if you find something with Kodama sense, don't throw it away. Because the more Kodamas you get, the stronger their blessing. And I think you can get like 25% more Amrita for finding all the Amrita Kodamas. So, or 20. So I mean, 20%, 120%. You know, because you're getting the 100% you're getting from the enemy plus an extra 20. Ooh, I've got to stop doing that. I just warned you guys to watch the ceiling, and I'm not doing it, huh? Probably should be. See, there's that treasure that was just up there. Ooh, Master Ninja Locks. Free ninja skills. I love that. Nice. Alright, so that's all the treasure down here. Now we can proceed along the main path. Um, so it's just a little extra side path, and you can unlock a section that comes down here from the other side. And we'll stop at that door. We won't come all the way down here because there's no need to. And we're just gonna take out this guy real quick. And then we'll head back up, unlock the door over there, and we'll be ready to go again. But don't forget also to equip your blessing. I think this is the first level that had kodamas in this region, so I have not equipped blessing yet. But see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25%. And then, yeah. So I'm going to do Oracle Blessing because Amrita's Amrita. But if you're trying to farm materials, if you want them to drop more elixirs, if you want more armor, if you want more weapons, it's all here. The one in the middle. That should have got all 3 of them, yeah. So I'm gonna do a little trick here. Let him come to us, and then let the ball take him now. There you go. Got rid of the ball, and then we got rid of the enemies as well. Oh no. Out of arrows. And yeah, this guy had one job. One job. There we go. Luckily for us, he's not very good at it. Okay, so now we don't need to even mess with any of this. Oh, come on. They don't like, they do not like, my Omyo magic, I guess. To be fair, I only have like 10 points in Omyo magic, so that's why it's not doing hardly anything. There should be a Kodama shrine right here. So there's the key we needed to get in the castle. So might as well level up. We got this for points. And then 45 decks. Woo. You see now I'm only getting 7 points, or 6 points for new jutsu though, and still no new capacity. So, or 6 ninjutsu power. So it's starting to slowly fall off, but you only get 1 point if you put it into skill. There is an item over here. Kind of sneak around to get it, but I mean, this guy's kind of... You don't want to get ambushed by him anyway, so... Ambush them before they ambush you, right? But this is the second half of that. Kind of see right here, there's the door. So, you want to just kind of preemptively take stuff out, be my guest. I think it's pretty tedious, honestly, to try to take these guys out normally. I like, if I can get from the range, I'm getting them from the range. But you definitely want to take out all of these guys the best you can. And then now we're gonna head down, because this is a narrow ledge. But yeah, you get pushed off by that spear dude right here. Then there's a spider over there and a spider over here. And then there's the giant spider. And here's the shortcut door I was talking about. But, yeah, that goes back to the other shrine up there. So, yep, big spider. That did lots of damage, didn't it? So this guy, these are pieces of a prized tea kettle that we're picking up. And the dude's a bit out there. We're actually going to meet the dude who the kettle belongs to because his spirit is in the kettle. But he's very useful, actually. And he'll introduce a whole new element to the game. But we're almost through the level. Sorry, I know this one's a bit long. Main missions sometimes can be. There is another spider over here. And then we will definitely rest up and get our ninja tools back. And there's a wheel monk. But there's another shrine even in there, so don't worry about it. There's another shrine in there. But you do want to get the last spider down right here. You see there's a little Kodama to the right. Also there's these dudes. Watch out for spiderlings. So as you can see, we got a trophy for collecting all of So there's a spirit inside there, like I said. We have all the pieces. So once we finish this level, then we will meet that spirit. So can't open it from this side. There's spiders everywhere, but we're going to drop down and get that shortcut because there is a shrine right before the boss, which is in here. And be very careful. Not like me. Just check everywhere. Check everywhere. Because I am playing sloppy, but there's a shrine right there. Ooh. That dude needs to... Yeah. There we go. Yeah, there's one. There's an archer below us too. Right here. So, ambushes are everywhere right now. But yeah, there's actually one more spider. And it is the biggest spider of them all. And it's like a half spider, half person thing. So you go down here. Whoops, I dashed too early. Or I did not dash at all. But yeah, if you go down here, I guess you can't dash from that side. I just keep falling off the ledge. But yeah, if you go down that web of spiders right there. Yeah, we can go get to it from the other side. So just go down this web right here, and then there is a shrine down here. So you can just open the shortcut door, and then there's your shrine. I mean, there's gonna be spiders and your stuff respawn because we used it, but... We'll try our super scroll, and you can go up here, there's treasure as well, so... This is a 3-band, so this is a, Tanuki. So we got some free treasure there. Ooh, some nice upgrade materials too. So there's a Kodama over here. There's the dude that was on the ladder. That big, I don't know what those enemies are called, but the big dude with the axe. The big dude with the axe, yeah, let's call him that. I'm sure there's a specific yokai name for them, but what it is, I do not know. There should be a spider in there. The spin to win yokai. I don't know. I really have no idea what his name is. So boss room right here. So what I recommend doing is hitting them with slow, and then a weakness, and then lighting them up with a with your storm kunai if you are playing a ninja build. So I'm gonna do the quick change scroll now. And here's a nice cutscene. Yep. And let's do weakness. We're gonna heal. And that's Joro Gumo, or that was. So that is actually, that was the pot. That was the tea kettle that we just fought, believe it or not. But yeah, that was a boss. But as you can see, if you slow them down and then you make them weak to your damage, then just about any enemy melts. Pretty quickly, I might add.
Who are you? Ho! とつくに人よ。主も見える口か。平雲の茶釜。 久方ぶりよ。一服立てて死んぜよ。茶もわからぬか。まあよい。お主に今日が湧いたわ。この茶室好きに使うがよい。主君を殺め、将軍を殺め、大仏を焼き、山岳を成したと信長に言わしめたこのわしが、主ごときに見えると思うたか。わしのことは男女とでも呼ぶがよい。
So this guy is really interesting. So we got a spirit, Itokuri, and I'll do a tea room tutorial all by itself because that unlocked a lot and that's a bit to go over. So I'll do that episode next. Then that will be it for today. If Master Naomasa recognizes you, so too do I. Lord Ieyasu or Ieyasu has departed Edo on his campaign to destroy Usagi? He should just be arriving at Kyoto right about now. I suggest you go and join him there. Hanzo, you'll forgive me if I choose not to accompany Sir Anjin. My heart simply couldn't take it, as they say. The clever avoid danger. Alright, so we got PvP mode now. And then we got the hidden tea house, as well as we unlocked a couple missions, the falling snow, and then Ranjatai, the supporting Ranjatai mission. But PvP, you can just go to the Torii Gate, and then you can battle people. But I will do the hidden tea house tutorial by itself in just a little bit.